Okay, I'd like to call this special meeting of July 14th, 2025 to order. No public comment that I see. I need a motion for agenda adoption.
So move.
Got a motion?
Second.
Motion by Mr. McComb, second by Miss Ellen to adopt tonight's agenda. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? So ordered. All right, so we're here to consider the Accomack County cost share agreement. And Mike, I'm going to let you bring everybody up to speed on that.
Cost share agreement is asked, the county is asking us to sign this. Basically, the Park Service offered $90,000 towards compensating or towards the compensation for the contractor to provide lifeguard services at the National Wildlife Refuge. The cost was reduced from $124,000 and change basically to $117,000 and change. Right now, the responsibility for since the Park Service is only guaranteeing $90,000, the balance of that, those funds, about $34,000 or so, or $37,000, would fall to the county. They are asking the town of Chincoteague to share in that cost share to the tune of 50%. Our total exposure would be $13,517.50 of that amount. This cost share agreement obligates the town to 50% of the difference between the National Park Service and the value of the contract. Again, it would be a maximum of $13,517.50. That amount could reduce based on several factors. Number one, the National Park Service could come up with additional funds, make additional funds available. That would reduce our obligation according to this agreement, and the contractor could reduce the amount of the contract if he's able to hire more local lifeguards and reduce the cost of his room and board for lifeguards from the Virginia Beach area. And that, in a nutshell, is what it would be. And Brian can explain to you, he attended a meeting today, can explain to you an update on the services getting ready to be provided.
So had an operational meeting today because obviously we'll still handle EMS response with them. Accomack County was there inventorying a lot of the equipment and stuff that the Park Service has offered up for them to use. We came up with operational plans of how we would respond and so forth. They've been there working today. They'll be there tomorrow and Wednesday working. Then they will move into operations on Thursday, the 17th. Those operations will continue through the 17th, daily through the 17th of August. They will be in the stand by 9 a.m. every day, and they will be there till 5 p.m. every day. During that time, they'll have 3 individuals in the stand. They'll have a supervisor that's there. The Park Service has given them some office space so they can have a lifeguard administration area. Also, the other day, Miss Moore from the chamber helped out drastically, making some phone calls for us, and got an individual to find some housing. So they actually have housing on the island now that they move into tomorrow, and we'll have that housing through September 1st.
Great.
Awesome.
The schedule is going to be, right now, it looks to be 4 days. They're going to work various lifeguards 4 days on, 3 days off. So they'll have the opportunity to go back home to Virginia Beach. So that looks to be the schedule. Those individuals all have either EMT or higher. They will have their own med kits with them. So if something more drastic happens, more than likely they will have meds administered by the time my staff gets there. Their training that the previous lifeguards did before they went on stand, they're going to do their training during that time they have people on stand. So somebody will be on stand observing while the rest of them are training during that time period. So it sounds like they have a pretty robust plan. We came up with some communications today so that they can actually talk to my staff, talk to Park Service staff and so forth if something were to occur.
And Mike, just to reiterate for public's sake, for the people that might be listening, this is not a multi-year thing. This is just a one-time contract.
This is a one and done. That question was asked at the Board of Supervisors meeting, and Mike Mason reiterated that Only verbally, he has this from Hugh Hawthorne, the superintendent of the National Park Service right now, but they do not intend to do this. They only intend to do this year. I told Hugh the other day on the phone that I'm going to send him a Christmas card this year with a note in it that reminds him to get his lifeguards for 2026 lifeguard season, that we won't be doing this again. So I think everybody understands that this agreement, this cost share agreement, is for this year and this year only, and that's the way all the paperwork that the county prepared was just for this 1 year.
And if council passes this tonight, the $13,517.50, are you going to take that from Beach Access and Tourism Reserve?
That would be my plan, since it was not budgeted for the FY26 budget.
Any discussion from council? We'll start with you, Miss Ellen.
No.
Chris?
No, I still don't like the cost share idea with ACMAC. I think it's their jurisdiction outside of our jurisdiction. I don't think it's regular. Citizens are paying for it, but it is what it is. I'm not sure why we can definitely say we're not doing it next year, because if you're presented with the same option next year, are we going to value that there's no value in life next year? No, it's, anyway. I'm not going to take up any more time.
Nick?
No, I agree with Chris. I need to do a little better job with that. Understanding the jurisdiction here so that forward we make sure that the county upholds their responsibilities and the time doesn't overstep and we don't get into everything. We seem to be the save all for all situations, and I believe that it's important for the county to uphold their side.
Billy?
No.
Grand Ole Opry calling.
I understand Chris and Nick's view, but also I want to have the Jan-X Township. It makes no sense for us to body EMS and everything for it, and water, and kind of have this. And I think we'll be working on that with Billy Jotar. I think that'll happen. So,
Jay? I agree. I think that, well, first of all, I think the federal government should pay for it all. But we're in a situation where right now that they're not, and as I've said many times before, and I know that everybody up here agrees with me on that, you can't put a price on somebody's life or emergency situation. I think this is the best we got right now to work with until the federal government can hash it out, over the fall and winter, which I really hope that they do. So with that, I'll entertain a motion to accept this cost sharing agreement with the county.
So move.
Second.
I got a motion by Mr. McComb, second by Miss Ellen, to enter into the cost sharing agreement with the county. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
Nay.
All right, pass 5-1. All right, council comments. Jay? Jean?
good thing.
Bill? Nick? Chris?
No, man.
Miss Ellen? All right, entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion by Miss Ellen, second by Billy to adjourn. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All right, get to the next meeting.